Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Miami Marlins.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Miami Marlins.
So just about set. And starting this one, Sandy Alcantara. What do we have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that
Toronto,
I'm going to be looking for in this one.
George.
Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that skips into dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 2. And there's a ball.
Let's go, Sandman.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Right side, hard hit. On to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated because guys that throw those sinkers, those 2-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
The shortstop takes the ball. 1 out, base is empty.
2-2 to count.
Slider misses outside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Big time power. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Santander, a former All-Star, hitting 3rd in the lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Two out, space is empty.
Nope, outside.
That one not close.
1 strike.
And the count is 3-1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. waiting to hit for Toronto. Next offering is fouled back. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Vladdy needs just 1 hit to reach 200 for the season. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident, and there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
A little bit low.
2 balls. 1 strike.
Santander, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
2 outs. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. On the ground, and that one handled. Jump throw. They get the out, and that'll do it. Blue Jays held in check. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. It's Major League Baseball. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill in this one, Kevin Gossman.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
The shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Line drive, and George makes the grab. And time now for the Marlins lineup.
Second, the third baseman, Connor Norby.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through that.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Left field. Santander puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder.
2 down, bases empty. Jesus Sanchez now at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Strike.
Hard hit left side. Jumps, throws, and they get the out.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Will Wagner.
Wagner.
Alcantara back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And another ball. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And a foul ball. The pitch. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. I really like the approach of that swing. That was a good changeup on the corner, but he recognized it early, didn't get jumpy, and just smacked it to the opposite field. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
First and second, no outs. So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. That one's upstairs, ball one. And that's off the outside edge. And a count 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that's fouled off. First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's under it. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
So two down now, and here is Nathan Lucas.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and two gone.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
1's the count.
No score here in the second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at Lone Depot
Lead off
Park,
for the
bottom
Marlins,
half of inning
the
number
second
2.
baseman,
And now it's going to be Jonah Bride.
Bride.
First pitch, and he just misses. Gosman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
In the air, right side. And that will drop foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Set down on strikes. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Yeah, the batter now, Matt Mervis. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate, Singh. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you've got a hole in your bat, and you definitely start to question yourself.
Here's the left fielder, Griffin Conine. This one popped up. Clement makes the catch, and that ends the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here in Miami, Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Bo Bichette.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
And a foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now Anthony Santander. He reached out to walk his first time. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a ground ball. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Grounded out his first time.
Let's go Marlins!
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That one missed. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Will Wagner will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. And that one's going to get into the corner. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's 1-0.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. And he's already singled in this game. And he takes a strike. Wagner stands at second with 2 gone. There's the strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Inside, almost got it. Swing and a miss, and that is that. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And at the plate for Miami, Davison De Los Santos. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one just misses, and it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Misses. Full count now.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Here's the center fielder, Kyle Stowers. First pitch misses. And that's downstairs and outside. And another ball. Right through there for a strike. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
And now for the Marlins, Nick Fortes. That one finds the corner. That's strike one. To the right side, Jimenez handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Marlins down quietly. They're down 1-0. And we're back out of the fourth. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. That one fouled off.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
The other way. Jump throw. Low throw, pick, he's safe.
That's why you run hard 90 feet. Take nothing for granted, especially when you've got great speed. I'll take the infield knock.
So digging in, Ernie Clement. He's 0 for 1. There's a swing and a drive. Stowers, long run. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. The run scores all the way from first, and they lead by 2.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the center fielder, Nathan Lucas. A single his first time. In the air, left side. Konai hauls it in, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
So the batting order turns over, and the batter is George Springer. And that misses. Ball 1. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Andrew Nardi getting loose out there. Martinez also throwing. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Sanchez sizing this one up. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Man on second, 2 down. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch misses there. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a ground ball to first. Dives, and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Now a fly ball to right center. Lucas sizes this one up, makes the catch for the out.
Up next for the Marlins.
Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. Fly to left his first time. Pitch in the dirt, 1-0. The Fish down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next pitch is outside. And another ball. That one called a strike. 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
Inside ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Now batting.
Now here is Jesus Sanchez. Grounded out his first time up.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Over to first, and he's saved. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Fly ball down the line. Santander in pursuit. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonah
Bride, the next up for the Marlins. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Gausman throws over, and he's back in there. Fouled off. He was late. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
First and second, 2 outs. Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. That misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And there's a strike. Two on, 2 outs.
That's ball 3.
Griffin Kona in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Miami, all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. Alcantara back to work. A changeup missing, and that's ball one.
Well, these Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1 for 2.
Guerrero Jr.
This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses. Got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
And ball one. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. High fly ball out to center field. Stowers. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 7.
2 outs, base is empty. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That's a base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
The batter, the catcher, Alejandro.
Stepping in, Alejandro Kirk. And that's outside. And that is ball one. Two outs. Fought off foul. Inside, almost got him. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
3-2.
Squirts away a little bit. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Andrew
the Marlins,
Nardi into the game.
Number 43.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Andres Jimenez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
2 on, 2 outs. On the corner for a strike. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Nice work from the Miami pen there. Last half of the 5th coming up. Blue Jays 2 and the Marlins nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now, Griffin
the left
Conine.
fielder, Griffin Conine.
First offering, and it just misses.
You know, these Marlins just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. We've seen a lot of soft contact from them, and it hasn't been easy to barrel up the baseball in this one, but I'm interested to see if they can make any adjustments moving forward.
82. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air to left center. Santander in position, brings it in. And there's one away.
One place to start in terms of turning the offense around is pitch selection. I think if they get a little more selective about what pitches they're going after, we'll start seeing better contact.
That one hit to right. Springer there makes the catch. 2 away.
The center fielder, number 28, Kyle.
Here's the center fielder, Kyle Stowers. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's in there at the knees. And that misses. And the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
To the right side, Jimenez. And that will end the inning. Miami down in order. They trail things here 2-0. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Ronnie Enriquez getting ready to go. The 1-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That was the emergency hack right there.
That one at 95 missed up top.
Ball
2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 1 away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Lucas now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
0-1.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did
The
such a
right
nice
fielder,
job
number
of pulling
4,
his hands tight to
George
the body and just getting
Springer.
enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So the lineup flips over. Here's George Springer. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. In the air, right field. And that is foul. That misses the zone. 1-1. There's the strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
So up next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Way high.
Let's go, Marlins.
That one a little bit high, and it's 2-0. Lucas off of first with 2 away.
Ball 3.
And that drops in for a strike. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Stowers settles under it. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Blue Jays 2 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
Bottom of the
Marlins,
6th
the
inning.
catcher,
And now Nick Fortes.
Fortes.
Just
Touchdown.
missed. Rip towards third. And a quick out, number 1.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Tapped softly to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
And it really
1
looks
ball,
like these
2
hitters have
strikes.
been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And that just misses.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
The Marlins trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Count's full.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Popped in the air. Left field. Santander makes the catch. 2 away now.
Third baseman, number 1, Connor Norby.
Down the number 2 hitter, Connor Norby. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. He wears that one on the elbow. And he'll take his base. And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
The next pitch misses, and now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Jonah Bride in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two outs. Fastball for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That one's in there. Now 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Santander makes the grab, and that's the third out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Blue Jays 2 and the Marlins nothing.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Marlins.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Ronnie Enriquez.
Ronnie Enriquez.
And now
Leading off
here
for the
is
Blue Jays,
Anthony
the left fielder, number
Santander.
25, Anthony
Well, both sides
Santander.
equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Just missed. Enriquez measures 5 feet 10 inches. He features a changeup, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Right through there for a strike. And that is out of play. And that one is in the dirt. Full count now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been
Now
really
batting,
patient
the
at the
first
plate.
baseman,
A game plan that he's sticking to.
Guerrero
He's just not going
Jr.
outside of what he's looking for up there.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Sanchez hauls it in, and there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And now, Will Wagner. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's out to center field. Stowers snags it for the second out. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk.
The catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
That to right. Sanchez gets under it. Squeezes it. And that is that. One left for Toronto, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Jonah Bride. On the ground to the left. And that chance handled. Sends it across to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And at the plate for Miami, Matt Mervis. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Jimmy Garcia up and loosening in the pen. Green getting cranked up as well. One down, base is empty. Just missed.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 3.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And there's a ball. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Davison De Los Santos.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Davison De Los Santos. That missed inside. 1-0. Swings through that one for strike 1.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th. Fouled off left side. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Springer makes the play, and that'll do it. Marlins leave 1, and they're down 2-0.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Marlins,
and a new arm on the mound to start
number
the 8th.
59.
Anthony Veneziano.
Anthony.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now for the
Leading off
Jays,
for the
Andres
Blue Jays,
Jimenez.
the second baseman,
1 for
Andres
3.
Jimenez.
And that clips the inside corner. That one's upstairs, ball one. That one to first. Mervis takes it to the bag. One up, one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. That clips the corner. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the eighth. That one the other way. Hauls it in, two away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Two down, base is empty. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. First offering misses badly for ball one. Just missed. That one pushed foul. Pitch misses. Ball three. Hit in the air, right field. Sanchez makes the play, and that is that.
Now pitching for
back
the Blue
now,
Jays.
New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Jimmy Garcia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading up for the Marlins.
And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers.
Stowers.
Swing and a miss.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Strike two.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
Well, that event seemed to be over as soon as it started. Three-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So up next, Nick Fortes. He's grounded out a couple of times. That's in for a strike. Foul ball there. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Santander in pursuit. And there's two down.
The batter, number 9.
Xavier Edwards. The next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 in this one. That one down the line and foul ball. Ball 1 there. There's the swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swings and misses, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Offense held in check there. 9th inning coming up. Blue Jays 2 and the Marlins nothing. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Seth Martinez.
Now pitching for the Marlins, number 61, Seth Martinez.
Here's George Springer to start it off.
Leading off for Toronto, the right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
First pitch, and he just misses. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Declan Cronin, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Bichette in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. That one ripped, and that's just foul. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Santander stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. In for a strike, and the count 1 and 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing across here this half. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. Blue Jays 2 and the Marlins nothing. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Norby leading things off and takes a strike. Late swing fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, the first batter, it's always a
The
big
right
one for the
fielder, number
closer. I mean,
7,
you get that punch
Ps5.
out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Sanchez,
Whoa,
the
that's
next
down.
to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. The Fish down by a pair here in the last half of inning number 9. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. That's to third. Clement over to first. Now only 1 out remaining.
That's a huge
Now
defensive
batting,
play in
the
the late
second
stages
baseman,
of the game.
Yoga.
It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Fry stands in now and watches strike 1. 2-run game, a 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, a low-scoring ball game in this one. 2-0 game, few errors, pretty clean. That's kind of what you want to see in terms of defense and pitching. A couple of runs was all it took to get the W today.